Good day, everyone. This is Pastor Joey Pagadora, and I'm filling in for Pastor David Sumrall for today's devotion. Merry Christmas! And what a wonderful time, a wonderful day to be in the house of God, worshiping Him and thanking Him for the good things that He has done in our lives. Let's read Psalm 146, verses 5 to 10. But joyful are those who have the God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord their God. He made heaven and earth, the sea, and everything in them. He keeps every promise forever. He gives justice to the oppressed and food to the hungry. The Lord frees the prisoners. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are weighed down. The Lord loves the godly. The Lord protects the foreigners among us. He cares for the orphans and widows, but He frustrates the plans of the wicked. The Lord will reign forever. He will be your God, O Jerusalem, throughout the generations. Praise the Lord. As we celebrate and as we remember God sending His Son Jesus here on Christmas Day, let's also remember that this is a promise fulfilled by God. In verse 6, He says, He keeps His promise forever. And this is the thing about God. When He says it, He does it. And therefore, when God says it, you can believe it. When He makes you a promise, He intends to keep it. That's how God is. Sometimes when God makes a promise to us, we even forget. The human that we are, we forget. But God does not forget. He remembers His promise. That's how He is. And that is why we can make the Lord our helper. You can make God your number one source of help. Verse 5, but joyful are those who have the God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord their God. As we're closing down the year, maybe this has been a very rough year for you. Maybe this has been a very tough year for your business. When you look forward to 2023, there is reason for you to have hope. There is a reason for you to lift up your head, because you can call to God and you can make God your helper. And when you lean on God, when you rely on God, when you expect on God, you will not be disappointed. Why? Because He is a God who keeps every promise forever. Not just one time, not just two times and then He gets tired of it. No, He keeps His promise forever. His promise of helping you. His promise of giving you counsel. His promise of strengthening you. His promise of opening doors for you. His promise of lifting you up. He never gets tired of doing that. So as you look forward to 2023, you can put your hopes in God. Because whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you may be lacking and you call to God for Him to fill in that lack, He will never grow tired of fulfilling His promise to you. That's how He is. When Jesus came, what did He do? He freed the prisoners. Verse 8, He opened the eyes of the blind. He lifts up those who are weighed down. He loves the godly. He protects the foreigners. He cares for the orphans. He cares for the widows. When Jesus came, and this is what we are celebrating, commemorating this Christmas, He came to do good. He came to bring help to those who are calling to Him, to those who are holding on to Him, to those who are trusting in Him. He came to bring good. And so, my friend, call on to Him. Hold on to Him. He will bring good to you, no matter how dire your situation may be, no matter how hard things may have become. There is reason to hope, because He will do good to you. When God opens a door, no man can shut it. When God makes a promise, He will keep it, and He will keep it forever. So my friend, be in God's house today. I know that there's been celebrations. Maybe you stayed up very late last night, Christmas Eve, and maybe you even slept, maybe 2, 3 a.m. of December 25. But be in God's house today. Spend time with Him. Listen to God. Let Him speak to you. Because when He speaks to you, when He gives you a promise, That promise is something you can hold on to. He will keep that promise. Put your hope in Him. Merry Christmas. God bless you.